Hey everyone, Heather Tote here. I hope you're doing awesome. And today I'm going to continue our discussion about how the law of attraction is rooted in the Bible. And specifically today, we're going to talk about how the law of abundance is rooted in the Bible. So let's jump right in. In John 10:10, it says, I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. Jesus stating right here that he came to give us life. He came to give us abundance. And that's the whole purpose of what we call the gospel. That's the whole purpose for us being here, is to have that abundance, that eternal increase. And that is exactly what the law of attraction states, is that there is enough for everyone if we only allow ourselves to receive it, to ask, believe, and receive. In Matthew 5:6, it states, Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. If we desire and we hunger and we thirst for that which is good and right, then we will have it. And that's exactly what the law of attraction states. It states that as we desire it so strongly that we feel it in our being, we put ourselves in alignment with it. We put ourselves in vibration with that thing so that we can bring it into our lives. So as we're so hungry, like think about hunger. When you're hungry, you can hardly think about anything else. You're so driven by it. When you have that kind of deep gut wrenching, like I've got to do this. When you have that feeling, he says you'll be filled. You'll be filled because you're ready for it, because you want it, because you're in alignment with it. That thing is yours. Now, and then in Psalms 115:14, it says, The Lord shall increase you more and more, you and your children. Here we are talking about increase. 1 Thessalonians 3:12, And the Lord make you to increase and abound in love toward one another and toward all men, even as we do toward you. Alma 1:29, And now because of the steadiness of the church, they began to be exceedingly rich, having abundance of all things, whatsoever they stood in need, an abundance of flocks and herds and fatlings of every kind, and also abundance of grain and of gold and of silver and of precious things. So here he's saying because of their steadiness, they were made rich. If you have hangups about being rich, then I would encourage you with great love to challenge those things. And to know that there is no righteousness in poverty. That is not the right way to be. The way to be is to have abundance and to have increase, because then you can do more, have more, share more. Everything that you do will be on a deeper, more impactful level for yourself, for your family, and for the world. Psalms 37:11. But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. So here we are talking about abundance of all things. An abundance of money, abundance of riches, an abundance of material things, an abundance of happiness, an abundance of joy, forgiveness, and peace. Now, okay, here I would like to talk a little bit about the parable of the talents. This is in, oh man, I didn't keep the reference here. I think it's Matthew 25. Okay. Here he's talking about, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country who called his servants and delivered unto them goods. Now, it's kind of a long story. I'm going to paraphrase here. So he gave one 5 talents. He gave another servant 2 talents, and he gave the other servant 1 talent. And then he left. And he told them, he took his journey. Okay, and then he comes back and asks them what they did. And the one with 5 talents went and traded and made 5 more talents. The one with 2 talents went and gained another 2 as well. But he that had received 1 became afraid, digged in the earth, and hid the Lord's money. All right? And then the Lord said, after he asks them what it was, he said to the 5, the one that had 5 and the one that had 2, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. Because because they took that which they had and they made it an increase of it. And then to the one that had the 1 talent, and he was afraid and hid it in the earth, the Lord said unto him, Thou wicked and unslothful servant, thou knowest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. And he said, Thou oughtest to have increased the money, and then I would have given you even more. This story, the parable of the talents, illustrates what we must do with what has been given us. So it makes sense that those who are given money and those who squander it, those who spend it frivolously, those who go into debt, that they are not in the right place to have more. They haven't mastered themselves in that area yet. Those who save 10% in investments, those who save 10% for savings, and those who donate 10% to charity, those are the worthy stewards who are then ready to have an increase and be lords over many. I hope that you can see here how the whole idea of the gospel is abundance. It is increase. It is the law of attraction. It is stating that we can have as much as we want and there is enough for all. I hope that this has been of service to you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.